Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this cute little gift box card with a little surprise inside. And I'm making this a birthday card, but you could make this for any occasion if you wanted. You could make these different colors for a Christmas present. So let's get right into the video. So I've got these birthday icon stamps and die cuts, so it comes with all the die cuts to cut everything out. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a few of these out first. So I think I'm going to do the balloons here because I want to color these in for the card that I'm doing today. And then I might stamp a couple of other things out. And I'm going to go ahead and use my VersaFine clear ink because this is waterproof. And I'm probably going to be using some inks to color this in. And I think I'm going to stamp this out twice. There, so that's good like that. So I'm going to set this off to the side and just let it dry for a few minutes. And I just tried to pick colors that would go with the cardstock that I'm going to use for this card. So I've got Kitsch Flamingo here, and I'm going to stamp this out on my glass palette because I am going to use these as sort of watercolor. You could come in with watercolor here, some markers, pencils, whatever you like. I've got Spiced Marmalade. Put some of this down too. And I really don't need a whole lot because I've just got a couple of little balloons here. So this is probably way more than enough. And Salvage Patina, which is just this really pretty like aqua turquoise color. And then I've just got a jar of water up here and this small brush. This is just a number 2 Princeton Neptune. It's a watercolor brush. And I'm just going to dip this into the water. I've got a paper towel over here on the side if I need to dip it off. And I am just going to, oh, I just smudged there, but that's okay because I am going to go ahead and die cut these out. So I'm going to go ahead and and I want this to be quite watered down. Because these are more opaque colors, I am going to add quite a bit of water to them to get them to be a little bit more translucent. And I'm just going to pick a color. So maybe I'll pick a balloon, I guess I should say. Maybe I want it to be a little darker than that. And I'm just going to drop this in just like I would watercolor. You can see how you have that translucency behind it instead of coming in just with the ink itself. And I am overlapping here because these two balloons overlap. So I am going to overlap them here because I want those colors to blend. And then I'll get this little bottom part down here as well. And I'm just going to rinse my brush off and do that with the other two colors as well. So I just came back with the colors a little bit stronger, and I just want to do some simple shading on the balloons now that I've just got one color down. So I am going to come back in a little bit stronger with my color and just go around the edges of the balloons. And I'm just going to rinse that off, dab my brush off, and with a damp brush, I'm just going to come around and kind of soften the edge a little bit, like you would with watercolor. And I can just come in more with that lighter color if I need to just help that transition, but something like that. But I'm just going to do this for the rest of the balloons. I'm using this gift box today for my card, and I've pre-die cut some of these things. So I took this big box here, the two top pieces. Now these are pieces to go with the bow, but I don't really like these side pieces added on. So I'm just going to do the bow with the center part, and then I'll just do some shading on this to create some more depth. We've got some side pieces here to go on the box. There's also these little tiny corners that go on the top of the box, and these here will go on the very top to create some of that bow. And again, I'm using all of the Hero Arts and Spellbinders cardstock. I'm pretty sure it's the same cardstock. So yeah, now I didn't go ahead and cut out the tag from this set. They have these two little tags here that will create these ones, and these will coordinate with the words, but I'm going to use a different tag instead. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some ink blending on these real quick. And for the blue ones, I've got Salvage Patina and Peacock Feathers because I'm going for more of like a turquoisey blue. For the oranges, I've got Spiced Marmalade, Carved Pumpkin, and Ripe Persimmon, just because I'm not sure if Spiced Marmalade or Carved Pumpkin is going to show up on the lighter ones. And then I've also got a little bit of mustard seed. I've got this little tiny candle here, and this was from this die set here. And this is the tag that I'm going to be using, and this little tiny candle. And I've also gone ahead and cut out the cake, the plate, and the icing, but I'm not going to ink blend those. I think I'm just going to put them right on the tag. And then it also comes with its own little tag thing here. So I'll start off with the blue areas, and I'm using that Salvage Patina, and I'm just going to wipe this brush off in case I have blue color on there already. And I just want to create a little bit of a shadow underneath here where the top of the box is going to be sitting. So right under there, and then I'm just going to fade that down a little bit. And I may come in on the sides just a little bit, and on the bottom. So just sort of creating a little bit of a 3D look here. But I definitely want the darkest part to be right under where the lid of the box is going to go. Perfect. Now I'm going to come in with my peacock feathers, and I'm going to do the same thing on this. So sort of where the sides are and the bottom of this, I'm going to come around and do some shading. And I'm just using a smaller brush because this is a smaller area. And I'm just going to go ahead and speed up this because I'm just going to do simple shading on the rest of these items too. Okay, so you can see how I picked some of these colors to go with these, but we're going to go ahead and get this glued together. Now my idea for this is to cut off the top of the box and maybe make it look like these balloons are popping out. So I'm going to just glue this together normally, and then I'll go ahead and cut the top of this off. So I'm just going to speed this up as I glue some of these pieces together. So you saw I had to rip off this top part of the box here because I ended up putting it backwards. So these two orange parts here didn't quite line up with these ribbons. So I just ripped it off and then glued it back down, and you can't even really tell. So that worked out fine. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the top part of this box off to try to make it look like it's opening, or maybe the balloons are kind of, you know, popping the top of this card up. There. And then we can bring these balloons in, and I think they'll fit nicely in here, and then we can have the top of our box like this. So I think I'm going to do this just on a white background. I was looking at a couple of options for stencils here. We've got this polka dot one from Spellbinders. This is the Dots of Summer, but I feel like most of the background is going to be covered up anyway. I've also got this confetti one from Recollections, and it comes with 3 different ones in here, some circles and stars, and then confettis and like a little diamond pattern. And that's what it looks like there. So again, I feel like most of the background is going to be covered up with this. So I don't think I'm going to do anything in the background, but I do want to get this down. Now I did have to pull up this little part here because to get my tag to fit in there, it is supposed to go under there. So I think I should have put the tag in first, but that's okay. And I'm going to try to leave a little bit of space here as I'm gluing this down. Because I was trying to find a good placement for the tag. I kind of wanted it off to the side, but then it covers up a lot of these balloons that's going to be in the background. So I think I'm going to have it coming more, if I can get it in there, sort of in the middle-ish, but still like on an angle. And I'm going to have to find something for here because I feel like this is just too blank. So I'll either find a sentiment or something else to go there, but I'm going to get this glued down, and I want my box to take up most of the space here. So I'm just going to align this and then try to figure out where I want the balloons, kind of about there. And then I'll get these glued down first since these are in the background. And I put a few foam squares on top of the box here just so that it would look like it is being lifted up. And I'm just going to let this hang off the card here. So let me go and find something to put here. So I forgot this Happy Birthday die set came with the My Monthly Hero kit as well. You've got your sentiment and then a shadow layer as well. And I cut this out with the darkest cardstock that I used here for the icing, and this little piece here, and this is the Spellbinders cardstock. And then I went ahead and cut out a white backing piece because I didn't want to go darker than this. I thought black would look too much, but I don't really like the white against it. But I think this is dark enough to just stand out on here on its own. So I think I'm just going to glue this down like this. And as I'm looking at this to glue it down, I'm just looking at the spaces outside here, like where it reaches the card. So how much, or reaches the sides of the box. So I want to try to get that even, and then sort of like these 2 areas even towards the bottom. And then again, I'm looking towards the sides of the box here. So I think that's pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And, you know, for something like this, do the best that you can. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. It's a handmade card. So this is how today's card turned out. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more card making videos. It really does help me out. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!